Hello. Welcome, one and all, to episode number 15 of TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded, DankNStein. Here we are. Let's put that hat back on that just doesn't work for intros. Welcome. We're back. It's been about a week off I've had, just under a week off, in celebration of 300 subs, and also just because real life happens sometimes when you got two kids, and it was definitely like a busy week last week for some reason. So I just thought, all in all, let's take a 5 days off and come back super fresh. And so I've been busy between episodes a little bit, just kind of finishing off from where we left off from last Tuesday's stream. And I'll say now, I'll plug it again at the end, but you'll be pleased to know tomorrow, Tuesday again, starting sort of UK time morning, I'm going to be streaming TerraFirmaCraft again. And actually tomorrow it looks like I'm going to have more time than ever before. We're pretty much going to rock like a full day of streaming, I think. Maybe we can get into the realms of doing a 5-hour kind of session tomorrow, I'm hoping. But it'll be starting at sort of around 10 o'clock UK time, 10 a.m. So yeah, that's exciting. But for today's episode, we've got quite a lot planned as well. We're going to firstly just blast through digging up all this charcoal to get the final batch of iron blooms going in our triple bloomery. And then we'll have all of the blooms that we need to get all of the iron made for our blast furnace. And we're going straight in with a max size blast furnace. You know what it's like on this channel. We do not do anything by halves. And making the grindiest of grindiest blast furnaces in the world, which is the TerraFirmaCraft blast furnace, is no exception. We're going for a max size one. So we'll break down all the iron we need for that in a mo, but the crux of it is 152 ingots. It's quite a lot. Once we hit steel as well, we are 100% just making all of these tools that I haven't bothered with yet. Things like shovels, hammers, knives. We did have something like a bronze axe, I think, for a while. But yeah, we're back to stone axes now. So we're gonna basically like kit ourselves out with everything we need, and we'll like tinker up a load of steel tools, I think. Hopefully we can just blast straight through to red and blue, but we'll see. We'll see about that. It'd be good to just skip the steel tier. I don't know if there's any tiers of metal beyond red and blue steel in this mod pack. Like, if anything is as strong as those, I thoroughly doubt it. But if you know any different, if there's like something in Thorncraft or something that I should be saving up for instead. But I think if I get to red and blue steel and I make a ton of tools with that, I'll be pretty happy, I would have thought. Okay, sweet. You'll notice as well, like, we did quite a lot of great wood sapling farming in the stream the other day. I think, is it this one here? Yeah, that one's about to go any day now. You see all the others say 9 days remaining, but that one just doesn't. I think that means it's past its sort of TerraFirmaCraft clock, and now it's just waiting for a normal Minecraft tick to grow. So that's pretty cute. But all the rest, yeah, there's like another 7 saplings planted over there now, so we'll have 8 on the rotation in total over there. So when we do need wood, we'll be able to get it quite a bit quicker than we have in the past, I think. And so here we go. We've got all of our iron ready to go in here. First things first. Get that onion out of the out of the crafting grid. So we get rid of the hunger stinks, ironically, by eating raw onion on its own. It doesn't quite intuitively make me feel like I'm going to smell less. But anyway, we'll chuck all of that in there. Very nice. And then another 24 there, and 24 there. Okay, wicked. So while they're going, I've done the calculation. I did it towards the end of the last stream. I'll show you what else we got here. So we've got 30 ingots left there. There was 32 on that pile, but the astute of you will have noticed I made myself a new bucket. I had a bit of a disaster on the stream the other day where this fluid tank that we were experimenting with swallowed it. Because it has, let's make sure we don't do this again, void mode, never. So there's this void slot, and I think when I just shift clicked the bucket thinking it would go into there, I'd been messing around with all these settings and it just got swallowed. So that was a shame. But here we go. Look, so we'll have 3 more raw iron blooms there, and they're all like 8 and a bit ingots each. We've basically rinsed our iron reserves down to just that. We've got hardly any left now. So before we do start making steel, we'll probably need to go out and get more iron. But I digress, because what I want to do now is experiment with this bucket and this again, because we had an amazing in fact, let me look up who made this comment, because I think this was genius, and it was a new addition to the crew. I think they joined up just the other day. Oh yeah, it was the Grinch 69 reckons that there are 2 different types of lava in this mod pack, which I think it must be our issue here, because look, what we've been trying to do is add the lava that we managed to get into this tank out of the crucible where we were farming lava out of cobblestone. We got a bucket's worth into this tank, and then we thought we'd be able to push from this tank into here, but it's not taking it, and it's cause I think if I remove this, can't I just take it out? Oh, maybe I can't. I thought with the new bucket I'd be able to just take that out of there. Let's just take it away then and put it over here, and then when it's not connected to something, can we take from it? No. So does anyone know how to empty this thing then? Or do we just need, maybe we need to create a new one? Maybe we just need a new seared tank. Should we try that? I always have to remind myself every time it's grout. We got to heat up some grout, and we need 8 pieces, so we need like, yeah, 4 of each of those ingredients, which I think we can just make straight away probably. Okay, but as I say, we don't do things by half around here, so we're not just going to make 8 pieces. Let's make a stack of grout. Why not? And we'll get all of that cooked up underneath these bad boys right now, which actually brings us on to another issue, which is our fuel consumption at the moment. So we can test some of this stuff out, I suppose. It has a 1600 burn time, as does the pieces of coal that we've got here. So let's start with those and assume that they're just going to work exactly the same as these pieces do. No, look, it won't let us put them in. Oh dear, what do we have to do to that then? Should we have a look? We need a coke oven to do something with it. Oh dear. Okay, so that stuff won't work. What about the lignite? Will the lignite go straight in? Nope, it also will not. Okay, well we have to use the charcoal that we've got then to just finish this job for now, and we'll just have to make more charcoal. Oh, it burns for twice as long as the other stuff. That's good to see. That is good to see. Alright, so they're all going. I believe this is what we need to do. It's quite a lot, isn't it? It's going to take us a while to get it all done. Anyway, that's fine. Wait, these are about to finish. In fact, these are really about to finish. But you know what's just occurred to me is we didn't really need to do this. We could have simply emptied the... Oh, let's take all the fuel out that we can salvage. We could have just emptied the seared tank we have just by using the lava in it to just like smelt some of our other ores or something. That would have been a quicker solution. But let's do that anyway, because we don't need 2 seared tanks, I don't think, unless we really do get into... What happened there? That was the weirdest thing. My keyboard's playing up. My shift key isn't behaving itself at the moment. Maybe I spend too much time with it held down. It's just like, I don't know what you want from me. Okay, let's get away from that annoying sound. So let's try and do that before we actually create another tank, because then we could use all these bricks to just build up the size of the smeltery, which might actually be more beneficial use for these bricks. We'll definitely still use them. So what am I looking for? Let's just start working our way through our copper. Let's see how much of this tetrahedrite we can do if we just take sort of maybe a couple of stacks worth like that and chuck them in there. We've only got the 9 slots, don't we? And it fills them up like, oh yeah, it looks cool. And so I believe we'll get slightly more from the experiments I did last time. We do get slightly more. Wow, God, it melts up nice and quick. 2 ingots from 9 pieces, is that right? 9 pieces would be 2 1/4 ingots. Okay. Well, let's just see. I suppose we probably want to do 2 full stacks, don't we? So that we end up with a comparability of like 8 ingots worth. Or maybe not. Maybe we want to wait until we actually reach a whole ingot value. So I wonder if as soon as we run out of fuel here, it's just going to grab it from there. I think it will almost immediately. The IO is still set to push there, and redstone mode's always active. So if this theory is correct, as soon as the other type of lava is evacuated, as it were, then we'll just see the bucket, like the next bucket will just appear in there. No. It's still going to let us finish what we were smelting. That's kind of it. It's still showing something there. This is really strange. Still the full 1,000 in there. It's filling up. It did. It just filled up. It worked. It worked. Okay, we've solved it. That's awesome. So the workflow is to just pick up this thing. In fact, we just want to move this somewhere else. We've got the stinks again. We have got the stinks. Where's my food? Okay, this is amazing. Okay, so we've solved this. We've solved this. So let's design our system then. So actually, what we should do is we should keep the tank there. That's strange. It has no void slot this time. Why was it messing with me last time? So it's still got the push set to there. That's fine. And I guess then what we want to do is move the crucible round. We probably don't need any of these blocks just hanging around here, do we? Okay, so one thing I wanted to do was just make this area over here a little bit more. There we go. That's fine. So that's now we've got like a nice little platform. In fact, should we get rid of that? Feels wrong. That feels better. We have those two blocks sticking out, but that's... I suppose we could just get rid of those two. Let's leave them. It kind of adds to the whole situation. Maybe we chisel that one down. Let's do it. I think it is time we start taking great pride in our work around here. So, hold on. M, that's it. Something like that. Yeah, so it's like, cool, okay, that's fine. We can run through there now without having to jump, basically. So, now we've got a few of these blocks here to make the situation I think we want to make, which I believe is just going to be 2 more blocks going up like that. No, in fact, it's not even going to be 2. We want to keep this spare because that's where our fire's going to sit. So actually we probably could have left it there, but we want one there anyway. We'll want this guy there. And then we need another one of these faucets there. Do we even need the other faucet, or did we just... Maybe we just wasted blocks. Maybe we were just pushing, like pulling from here, weren't we? I think, wait, let's get rid of this faucet for now. Having a spare one of those maybe isn't a problem, because we could like maybe pour blocks out twice as quickly with a spare one. But I think actually we can just put that right there, can't we? Get one of them down. Need some cobble to throw in. You'll do. So if we fill it up at this point, might as well. We might as well fill it up. For now, we'll just do our cheap method, but we'll eventually get some netherrack or something that we can leave permanently on. And then here, at this point, it's like on this side, we want pull. It's kind of unclear, but that is pull and that is push. And you can see the fluid volume is staying at 0. That thing's staying at 0. And that's just rising. Oh, guys. So, okay, so I'm making that seared faucet was a waste, which is a shame. But we can do this with all the rest. Oh, that's a real shame because we would have had one more block. But it's fine. And we can give now our smeltery a whole nother level, which will increase its... Excuse me. Which will increase its capacity here, yes, for smelting more things. Now we can just chuck all that tetrahedrite in. And And whenever we need more lava, we just, all we got to do is set that alight, which is fine. And you know, once we have a piece of netherrack there, we're done. But if anyone's got any other, fire solutions that are better, let me know. I suppose what we could do is we could grab one bucket of lava, couldn't we? So those are seared bricks, which we don't want to use in this way, but that and one there, yeah, we got room to put it, we do. Okay, so actually a lava block in there is what we want. Okay, so we'll need to scour the world for another lava block that we can chuck in there then, because as previously established, there is no way of getting the lava out into this bucket in this system. But this system does work. This is amazing. So that's just filling up. We can make some more of these to prettify this area a bit more, but let's just put it on the front up there, just to the front. It's like uniform. And yeah, we've got our little fire pit there that we can keep lighting when we need to. So then we should be able to start pouring copper ingots out. So we'll chuck those in. Got these spares can go, yeah, they can just go in here for now, and we'll keep expanding. I think we can do like 3 or 4 levels up, can't we? I'm not sure what the maximum is. I think it's more than it is currently sitting in there. And that takes us up to just 20 and a bit ingots. So that's great. And then we just start pouring them. There is not a quicker way of doing this in TerraFirmaCraft that I know of. This is such a fast way of producing ingots. This is amazing. And I guess while it's doing that, we just light there. And then back to pouring until the fire goes out. Okay, so it took us a couple of streams and a lot of back and forth, you know, but we've sorted this. We've sorted this whole department out. So that's amazing. Okay, so we got 6 out of 144, and I guess we just lose that. Guess it's not the end of the world. It's barely an ingot. And as long as we keep lighting that whenever we need more lava, but we've already got more lava than we've ever had before in there. Boom. Success. I love this part. Oh, that's a nice stack. Okay. So this whole area here is like fairly redundant now. There's gonna be certain things we're gonna always need to cook up in here, isn't there? I suppose certain things, but this is big. This is very big. Now these will be finished now, won't they? Alright, grand. But I'm pretty sure we did establish, I mean, this is one of those situations immediately, isn't it? These iron blooms, we are not able to process in here. Let's just do another double check, but I'm almost certain it's just not possible. It just doesn't start heating up. Yeah, so I think we have to work them over here to make iron. Alright, total change of subject, but you may have noticed one of the other things that has changed, which we did during the last stream, is we changed all of this glass out for this kind of thin grid glass, it's called. It kind of makes it look like a prison in here. And if we just take a look from over here, I'll tell you what my issue with it is. It just looks crap. That's it. Do we need a better explanation than that? I don't like how it looks. I thought it looked cool at first, but it doesn't. And I'll tell you for why. There's quite a clear reason why in color scheme world here, which is that you see this wood here? This is quite reddy. It's got oranges and reds in it. And you see, whoa, calm down. You see the pine as well? Yeah, it's pine. It's also a little bit orangey, and like it's on the red side of the color wheel. This kind of off-white that we've got here. It's certainly not got a lot of blues in it, either of these. Maybe there's a little bit in the greys of that, a little bit bluey. But this over here, this is very bluey grey. It's like it's very high in its blues. We're talking about primary colors here, and I'm no like graphic designer. I don't really know that much about the like science behind color combinations. But that blue, I'm just not feeling. It's just not vibing with everything else, the kind of greyness of it. Plus it looks really dense, and plus it looks like a prison. And this is supposed to be my yard. This is supposed to be where I come to chill. And like, even over there, it's a bit better over there, but even over there I'm not feeling it at all. So we learned how to use the chisel in a better way last time, which is to have a piece of glass, change it to the type that we want, which I don't know what it is. I don't know what type we want. The only one that has no edge is the street glass, and we tried that and it looked weird too. So we could go Japanese, because although it is very similar in design to this, it is red instead. Now let's just change this area out. Do you know what I mean? It's not quite as dense. It's not like the other one. I think we're splitting the block into 4 segments, and this is splitting the block into 3 segments. And it's just a bit more matching the color of the planks that it's next to. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to change them all to this for now. And we'll leave it a whole nother episode and just like let this digest and see what we think of this. Should we actually just quickly nip outside and just take a peek at what we've done so far and just see if we agree? Yeah, I mean, color scheme wise, 100% it's better. I think it may still suffer from the same kind of prison-y feeling, but then again, we're not going to be looking from the outside in too frequently. It's more about looking from the inside out. Excuse me. And it does look cool. It does look cool. So let's change everything and see how we feel about it in the long run, I think. It's a really nice sound, that, as well, isn't it? The slight variation in pitch from each note. It's like some sort of slight randomizer on it. Oh, how'd I reach that one? There we go. Yeah, I mean, this looks amazing. From here, I'm much more feeling that. Just feels way more like in keeping with the color scheme. It doesn't feel like a prison. It doesn't feel like metal bars keeping me in. It just feels like nice, posh design. But we'll post in the comments. Oh, I missed one up there, didn't I? Post in the comments what you're feeling about this too. I might be alone, but if we do like it, I might fill in there too. And then I was thinking about this side, we build out into a bit of a balcony, so it's open. It's more like basically the way we'll keep that opening will be very much in line with the way that we have this bit here designed. And maybe we can work a bit more on this bit up here, because I don't know if this like balcony rim is you know, as good as it could be. But yeah, we'll use this kind of as our yardstick for there, and then we'll put another window in there. Alright, so we're going to need quite a bit of inventory space and chest space and things like that to process all this iron. And we've got a lot of this sphalerite and galena sitting here. So with our new methods that we have perfected over in our tinker smeltery, let's process all of this. So I'm just going to put 16 in there, and I'm just going to double check. 16, that should be 4 exact ingots. Let's just see what it's saying. As long as we're getting anything above 4 ingots in there, then I'm happy to smelt it this way. Yeah, 4 ingots and a nugget. So for each 9, I guess what we need to be making sure is that we're doing 9 stacks at a time then, in order to convert that into an actual extra ingot. Otherwise, we're just wasting the nuggets. But it's still faster than doing it the other way, and we're definitely not losing anything from doing it the other way. So in this case, to just clear the chests, let's just do it. But let's ideally try and do 9 stacks at a time to ensure we get what we need. The other thing we could do, I think, if we crafted a nugget, then we can make a new brass, like we can make a brass nugget mold. Is there such thing as a nugget mold? Yeah, there is. A nugget cast. So that's what we would need to make. Alright, so with that all done, I just wanted to finish off the episode with a highlight from the stream last week that was particularly funny, where I got myself into a scrape, as per usual. So this is by no means highlights of the whole stream. Go back and watch the whole thing if you haven't. But this particular little shenanigan derailed us a little bit, and it was quite funny. So I just wanted to share it in the episode for those people who aren't following the whole streams, if you just want to keep to the edited content, which is fair enough. And in tomorrow morning's stream, we are going to process all of this iron and build our blast furnace. And that's the thing. But we've made great progress today getting the Tinker's Smeltery lava production thing sorted, getting all those ingots processed, and just having a little bit of jokes. And upgrading that Tinker's Smeltery is just such a big boost, really, in our ingot production. So we'll get this blast furnace going. We'll be making steel, and game on. So I'll see you tomorrow for the stream, 10 a.m. UK time. Peace out, guys. Peace out. Ooh, should we make a quick change of direction here and explore this thing? I'll tell you for why. Somebody told me that at the bottom of those things you can find Netherrack. Let's just chuck this in here for safekeeping, because if we get any sort of madness going on, the last thing I want to do is lose iron to this endeavour. Alright, we're going in. Just briefly. I'm scared already. I've got 2 torches on me. Could I be worse prepared for this? Oh my god, I could fall right through the middle. That is not what we want. Change my mind. We did it. Oh no. Okay, alright. Well, let's go get our stuff back. What can we take with us? We can take our old pick. That's a good move. One thing is, look at our max health right now, because our food groups have reset. That's not bad, is it? Let's take the full stack of onion instead. 218 meters, it's not even that far away. Like, we didn't fall that far. If we'd have fallen all the way to the bottom, I would be more nervous, but I managed to get inside one of the oh wait, torches. It's gonna be unplayably dark. It's gonna be too dark. What do you reckon? How confident are you guys on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's take a vote. We haven't regened nearly enough health to be trying this yet. Oh, no. I know what we need to do. Sorry, this is long and stupid. I have to run all the way back. But we've got 3 regen potions. We have a 2. We have an 8.4. We have a 1 dank. The other thing I could do is I could just munch all of the XP berries that I have before I take the regen potion. Should we do that too? Should we just tank ourselves up with hit points and levels? Okay, sweet. Let's have one of them now. How much health is it going to give us? Absolutely fuck all. We could brew quite a few more. Make some leather armor. I have 1 piece of leather. I think we're just going to dig a channel. We're going to dig a channel down next to it and then go in from the side. Okay, this is the part where when I do the stream clip, oh for God's sake, okay, not that bit. When we do the stream clip, we're going to play like Eye of the Tiger over this bit of like I'm all prepared, ready for battle, running in. Okay, so we're on that block there, so we want to be digging down right here. Is it possible to create a cave-in on the block below the one that I'm on? Rule number 1, never dig straight down. It's a good rule. Yeah, it's very rarely an issue in TFC, but if we were to lose all our stuff and fall into a room of a dungeon now, that would be problematic to say the least. Here we go, look, you can almost smell the stuff, can't you? It's so close. I'm feeling confident. Ratings of 1 to 10. We got... Right, they're moving fast. They're running up the stairs to come and get me. There we go. Got a torch inside. Can't see any goons yet. What do you think, guys? -1. Bruv, look, we done it. Except for, what about the block underneath the skeleton? When we break this, that dirt block there, is it going to start moving and everything's going to fall? And also, everything's going to like go through all of the weird cracks of this stupid thing that I've built. We need more wood blocks. I would have thought it was a vanilla dirt block, but I think, yeah, because it's a separate block to the... I don't know. Let's destroy this block right here and immediately place one back if we need to. But hopefully we can get one underneath it. There we go. Stress level 75. We should monitor my heart rate while I'm doing this stuff. I actually think we're ready to break it. Just going to try and get rid of any stairs and replace those with full blocks. Okay, alright, let's try it. Our pick isn't there. There it is. Our amazing pick. Our glider. Our sack. Still got the first pick. We've got our olives back. We got the ladders to get back up, yeah. Good point. Flint and steel even. Easy like a Sonntag Morgen. Yeah, yeah, okay. So back onto the staircase, eh? No, we're gonna leave it. That was a pretty fun foray, albeit like ridiculously stupid. A little bit scary. Look at that perfect number of ladders. Or is it morning? Morning has broken. Oh, and it's a fresh morning. Easy.